Did you know that we know more about the surface of Mars than about the bottom of our own planet? That's right. While we look up at the stars, the greatest mystery still lies right here, beneath our feet. Today, you're going to find out why the ocean is the most unexplored, and maybe the scariest frontier that exists. So hold on tight, because what you're about to see will completely change the way you see planet Earth. When we talk about exploration, most people think of rockets, astronauts, and interplanetary travel. People's minds immediately go to the moon or other planets like Mars, which are millions of kilometers away. But what if I told you that we know more about Venus, a planet 40 million kilometers away, than about the bottom of our own ocean? That's right. Of all the vast ocean that covers 70% of Earth, over 80% remains completely unknown. It's almost unbelievable, isn't it? How can we live on top of something so vast and yet know so little about it? Now, let's talk about what's hiding in the depths. Do you have any idea how little we know about the bottom of the sea? While satellites have mapped nearly the entire surface of Mars and the Moon with high precision, only about 20% of the ocean floor has been mapped with comparable quality. This means that if there were a mountain range larger than the Himalayas, down there we probably wouldn't even know it. Imagine the feeling of being on top of a massive layer of water, with secret worlds hidden beneath it, just waiting to be discovered. And the most impressive part, it's estimated that there are about 2 million marine species still undiscovered. This means that everything we know about marine life is just the tip of the iceberg. Literally, the ocean is a true field of possibilities. From alien microorganisms to giant abyssal monsters, what else could be down there waiting for us to discover? Now tell me, how can we say we've mastered the planet if we don't even know what exists in most of it? How can we be so focused on what's up there in space if the biggest and most mysterious territory is right here beneath our feet? But why do we know more about space than about the ocean floor? The answer lies in pressure. For every 10 meters of depth, the pressure of the water increases by the equivalent of 1 atmosphere. This means that the depth of the ocean has an overwhelming force that can destroy anything not built to withstand it. At the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the deepest known place in the ocean, the pressure is an impressive 1,100 atmospheres. That's equivalent to having 50 Boeing 747 jets stacked on top of you. Try to imagine what it would be like to withstand that immense weight, where the water seems to have a life of its own, and the pressure defies any limits. And to explore these places, the technologies need to be ultra-advanced. Submarines and underwater robots are specially designed to withstand this brutal pressure. And even so, the exploration process is extremely risky. Fewer people have reached the bottom of the Mariana Trench than have set foot on the moon. Seriously, filmmaker. James Cameron, the same director of Titanic and Avatar, was one of the few people to descend alone to the bottom of the ocean. In 2012, he made a historic dive more than 10,000 meters deep, and down there he found a world completely silent, dark, and incredibly desolate. This makes us wonder, what did he find down there? And what else could exist in the depths, where few have dared to go? But pressure is not the only obstacle to exploration. There's something even more fascinating, the twilight zone. This region, which goes from 200 to 1,000 meters deep, is where sunlight almost completely disappears. And in this almost alien environment live some of the most bizarre and mysterious creatures that have ever existed. Some of these creatures glow in the dark, a phenomenon called bioluminescence. They are capable of creating their own light, like a beacon in the middle of darkness. Other creatures are invisible to our eyes, camouflaged by their translucent forms or their behavior. And then there are those that change shape to hide from predators, creating an amazing adaptation to survive in this desolate world. What else could be hiding down there? And it's not just marine life that impresses us. The ocean floor holds even greater secrets. There's something scientists call submarine rivers. Yes, you read that right, real rivers, but underwater. These are areas where the salinity of the water is so high that it forms a liquid denser than the surrounding water. And the most incredible part, these rivers float beneath the ocean, creating a unique phenomenon. If you try to cross this river, you'll sink like you're in a stone. Now you must be wondering, what else could be hidden beneath the ocean's depths? What else can we discover? Well, Scientists believe that the movement of tectonic plates on the ocean floor could create new mountains, open new trenches, or even trigger seismic events that could change the face of Earth. What more could happen? Have you ever imagined an underwater volcanic eruption creating a new island, or an earthquake of unprecedented magnitude? The ocean floor is a place of constant transformation, an environment that is never static. This means that there will always be new discoveries, new surprises waiting to be revealed. And besides that, the ocean could be one of the greatest unexplored resources on the planet. Research indicates that new types of energy sources are being discovered in the oceans, like blue hydrogen, which could be the key to the transition to cleaner energy sources. What else could the ocean offer us? And perhaps the most fascinating of all, submerged civilizations. There are theories about lost cities that were swallowed by the sea over the centuries, like Atlantis, for example. Could these stories be just legends? Or are there ruins of ancient civilizations hidden at the bottom of the oceans, waiting to be discovered by us? Something that could completely change our understanding of history. So, the next time you look at the stars, remember, the greatest mystery of humanity may not be millions of kilometers away. It could be right here beneath your feet, hidden under kilometers of dark and silent water. And what else could be waiting down there to be found? Now tell me, do you think there's any colossal creature in the depths that we've never known? Or even lost civilizations waiting to be discovered? Comment below, and if you enjoy exploring the greatest mysteries of our planet, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss anything. See you on the next Dive into the Unknown.